I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Stephen Ball.
You who?
I'm
And we actually have our first guest. We're not even going to let him introduce himself no more. Y'all should know who he is by now. Stephen
Dubose.
The asshole of the podcast.
The D is silent.
Right. The
Wait, the Django was the D was silent, right?
right.
D is silent.
Right. So we have a special guest today. First guest, Samantha, Miss Fitness. Yeah. We have her on, you know what I'm saying, not only to promote her fitness brand, but to just kind of dive into
get a female perspective.
right.
You know,
on the slap that was heard around the world.
Since two men obviously aren't good enough to give a worthy opinion.
We don't really want to seem biased, but I mean, we got two different perspectives anyway. But anyway, so
now we got the black girl magic edition.
We can
Black
start that.
girl magic.
We can start the black girl wood.
No sir.
Type of stuff.
We never started it.
No. You brought up the. All right. Before we get into it, I want to play this. Share the screen real quick.
After the vicious attacks on Chris Rock last night, we think it's only right here at the Flavor 2 podcast to defend the comic's honor to tell jokes. So here we go. If you didn't see the Oscars, Chris Rock got himself in a hairy situation. He shined a light on female alopecia, while Jada's head shined a light on everything else. Chris was making fun of Jada's balding, but seriously, how is Will supposed to get turned on if she has a woman's haircut? Now, I'm not saying that he's gay. He likes women, specifically ones that swim for Penn. All I'm saying is last night wasn't the first time Will fondled another man to make Jada happy. And Will's hand that struck Chris Rock was actually a metaphor for his relationship with Jada. Open, when he wanted it to be closed. But let's be honest. Last night, Will Smith looked like he was from the streets of Philadelphia. And Jada looked like she was from the movie. After all that drama, Will Smith still took home an Oscar. I'm talking about the award, not a Mexican guy to fuck his wife while he watches the award. Now, to clarify, Will won the Oscar for Best Actor. People were saying it was for the Lifetime Achievement Award, and no, that's not it. That Oscar goes to the plumber that unclogged Jada's shower drain. I am tired of people not giving Jada enough credit. Okay, it was actually Jada that helped Will get in character on King Richard. Because when she gives blowjobs, her head looks like a bouncing tennis ball. Give it up to Will, okay? Give it up to Will Smith. He's the only person to be recognized by the Motion Picture Academy and the Citizen app on the same night. And everyone's saying Will was probably under the influence. No, okay? He doesn't drink or do drugs. This is the only time he's ever smoked a rock in his life. Don't feel bad for Chris Rock, okay? He was finally part of a hit white people will watch. Damn credit, okay? He took the impact like a champ. And next year, he's going to be ready, okay? He'll have more bobs and weaves than Jada's whip collection. Now, a lot of people are saying this never happened during Oscars So White. Exactly, okay? The white Oscars are mind-numbingly boring, or as Jada would call it, a relationship with Will. I think we can all admit this was shocking, okay? Because if there was going to be one chick at the Oscars with a hair loss disease that doesn't understand humor, I would assume it'd be Amy Schumer. Anyway, well, let this be a lesson to you. If you want to keep your wife's name out of other people's mouths, make sure to keep your hands off comedians. What's up, everybody?
Damn.
All right. So we started off with that.
Damn.
Shout out to Andrew's show and the Flavor 2 podcast.
You guess what?
But
He ain't get slapped one time.
no.
He ain't get slapped once.
No. So if y'all haven't heard, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars for making a joke about Jada Pinkett's alopecia. She came there with a bald head, looking like a stump thumb from Spy Kids, and he made a joke about it. And me personally, I can see both sides. I'm not for it, against it. It was entertaining, but we're all here to hear everybody's perspective. Should I play the video?
Man, people, listen, that video been played so much.
Should I play the video?
Go ahead, man. I know he was.
Let me see.
A question from him is, I'm gonna play the video, but I'm gonna put it in the form of a question like we're playing Jeopardy.
See, I ain't got time.
This isn't goodbye.
These meetings are never gonna end.
Oh no, it's gonna live on the internet forever.
Yeah. It's gonna be forever.
Forever. All this stuff will be edited out. Hold on. Let's see what she has to say.
Isn't the groundbreaking Best Picture winner Coda? More on that in a minute. And scientists have
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Alright?
the headline from
Alright. Shit.
last night's Oscars. Unfortunately, isn't the groundbreaking Best Picture winner Coda? More on that in a minute. Headline from last night's Oscars. Unfortunately, isn't the groundbreaking Best Picture winner Coda? More on that in a minute. But it's what happens now after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock live on the air. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Scientists said in a statement today that it condemned Smith's actions and has launched a formal review. We get more now from Entertainment Tonight co-host Kevin Frazier.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Alright?
Will Smith laughs. Jada Pinkett Smith is stunned. Seconds before this,
Oh, wow.
the slap heard around the world, and the parts leaked out afterwards.
I'm going to, okay?
Smith was enraged by the G.I. Jane reference because of his wife's hair loss from alopecia. Moments later, Smith is seen in these photos talking with Tyler Perry, Bradley Cooper, and Denzel Washington, who he referenced in his acceptance speech for Best Actor.
Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Some are defending Smith. Comedian Tiffany Haddish told People magazine, "When I saw a black man stand up for his wife, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen." But director Rob Reiner tweeted, "He's lucky Chris is not filing assault charges." And this from actress Sophia Bush, "Violence isn't okay. Assault is never the answer."
The thing he did is something that you're told in preschool you're not allowed to do.
Daniel Feinberg is the chief TV critic for The Hollywood Reporter.
To slap someone in a public place, you will probably be charged with something. You will definitely be asked
I apologize to my
Smith apologized to everyone
minutes of doing it.
after winning his Oscar for Best Actor. Smith apologized to everyone it seemed except Chris Rock.
You didn't even know she
I want
was
to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
But late today, he posted, "My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong."
Well, Kevin Frazier joins us now from Los Angeles. So, Kevin, do we know if the Academy is considering punishment for Will Smith?
They are. In 2017, they amended their code of conduct after the Harvey Weinstein scandal when he was ousted from the membership. Will most likely face some kind of disciplinary action, but an insider told me they don't think he'll lose his Oscar.
And then, Kevin, has anyone heard from Chris Rock?
Well, Chris went to a different after party last night, and a source there told us that while he didn't want to talk about it and that he just wanted to move on, he was there to kind of have fun and forget about it. And also that we all know that Chris did not press
All right, so you know I'm a big conspiracy theorist anyway.
Yeah.
So nobody was watching Oscars, right?
Right.
Last year. So this year,
For a few years.
right, for a few years, the numbers were down. They knew this is 1 year away from being the Source Awards or Soul Train Awards, just straight off TV.
Okay.
You know, so they did the whole trifecta. Hey, black people, we're gonna let you run the whole production of it. Will Packer. Hey, black people, we're gonna let you host it. You know, you gotta have a white woman in there looking like what's the Ernie from TNT between Charles Barkley and
Okay.
yeah.
Shaq
yeah.
and Kenny.
Yeah. So Amy Schumer, that was her job. And I think that slap, everybody was in on it, but Chris Rock. What if the Academy said, "Hey, Will, we need this to be memorable, so we're gonna hire Chris Rock because we know what Chris Rock is gonna do. Chris Rock is gonna take a shot at you. So the moment he takes a shot at you, we need you to do something memorable." So Will Smith does it without any fear, because he walked up on that stage with no fear. Did that, sat back down. A few minutes later, they still give him Oscars. With anybody else, would have been escorted out of the building, and he knew Chris Rock was never going to press charges because Chris Rock is a real one. Chris Rock is from New York. Ain't gonna call no police. Oh, arrest him. But another thing on this note, what if Chris Rock had a retaliation? You would have had two black men up there fighting like we in the streets on national TV for the world to see, and everybody trying to validate exactly why they have the same stereotype about it. Chris Rock knew the moment because you saw him ball up his fist, then he looked away, realized where he was, and let that man walk back on that stage with his back turned. Even cowards will get you with your back turned. I think Chris Rock knew the moment. This is a fight for another day. I'm not going to let you mess up what I got for a momentary retaliation. But just imagine. Let's everybody just imagine for a second. Chris Rock retaliates, they up there fighting. This would be a whole lot different story than just Will Smith slap Chris Rock. You know, just put in your head for a minute, them up out on that stage fighting. That would have validated everything that they've ever said about us. Don't let them host nothing. Don't let them run anything, because every time you take your foot off their neck, this is what they get up there and do. So I think everybody, Will Smith was in on it, the Academy was in on it, Jada Pinkett was in on it. That's why they hired Chris Rock to come up there and do that, and they said, Will, the moment he says anything about you, I need you to get up on that stage and do something memorable. They ain't gonna quite tell him slap him, but do something memorable. And he did it. And the thing about that is, he still got an Oscar. He got to resign, not get fired or facing it. There is no way that man got away with all that without that being pre-planned. The only person who wasn't in on that was Chris Rock. Because if he was in on that, he'd have known not to put his hand behind his back. He'd have known that slap was coming and kind of ducked it. No, he took a full open hand slap. He didn't know it was coming. But I think everybody else in that, other than Chris Rock, had that already planned.
All right. Go ahead.
I feel like it was wrong place, wrong time. I don't think it should have happened there. I think even if they did it for views or whatnot, there's other things you can do. Because now it's to be,
Like getting up and walking out.
yeah, like black people are violent.
Mm-hmm.
They got the video to prove that black people are violent. So,
Damn right.
I just like it was wrong on both ends. If the officers was being on this, they wrong. Like nobody wanted.
So you don't take the stance of the husband fighting for his wife or
There's other ways you could fight him by hurting his pocket,
Right.
not by physically putting Your hands on it.
So you don't take that stance that, hey, well, that was so great of him, because black women don't get protected, or what I've been hearing a lot of black women have never been protected, or they're always, so, because I hear a lot of black women saying this. Well, for all of y'all jumping on Will Smith, that's the first time I've ever seen anybody protect a black woman or something like that. And I'm like, as a man, I'm really getting about tired of hearing it.
Yeah.
Because the honest truth of the moment is, black men for me, I've always protected black women. But if somebody had said something to my wife right there, I get you outside.
Exactly, yeah. Or I'm gonna hurt you.
But what he did, yeah.
Financially, I'm gonna hurt you financially, or I'm gonna make it hard for you to get booked or something, but I'm putting the hands of physical, nah.
So what about you?
Okay, so to go along with your conspiracy theory, so I feel like all three of them benefited. Chris, Will,
but I'm thinking,
and
Chris is a de facto beneficiary. I don't think, you think Chris Rock actually was in on that?
I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not saying that I believe it, but I can see how it may be true. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Rock is going to go on tour. The name of his tour is Ego Killer. And before this happened, nobody was really buying tickets like that.
How you know it? What research do you have that nobody was buying tickets from Chris Rock?
Based on the stats and what they put up.
What stats at? Can you pull up some stats for me? Pull some stats up.
Let me finish. I don't have the video queued, but I can find it if I actually look for it.
How long have we gonna have this discussion?
Let me finish. So overnight, his ticket sales went from $40 a pop to damn near like $700.
Okay.
And that was
show me a $700 ticket from Chris Rock.
Listen.
Just actually, man.
Just listen. So, if your tour isn't selling like that, or it may be selling, but not at the price that you want it to, and let's be honest, I don't really find Chris Rock this funny. There's other people that may find him hilarious, but me personally, I don't really, you know. And he's on the decline as a comedian. So this isn't the first time that he's went up for the Oscars and hosted or been a presenter, whatever. He did that back in 2016 when he took a shot at Jada for not. She had wanted him to pretty much protest against and not host the Oscars based on, I guess, them not giving Will the Oscar for, you know, some whatever movie. And he took a shot at her for no reason.
No reason? They didn't invite her. She wasn't invited.
They did invite her.
Okay.
True enough. But he didn't have to say anything about her in that moment. Let me finish.
All right. Because I want to get back to that.
And once again, I'm not for or against it. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate. Hey, it is what it is. Okay. So anyway, that happens for Chris. Now his shows sell out, and people want to see whatever he's going to say about it. And now he has money in his pocket. More money in his pocket because of that. The Oscars, like you said, they've gotten more views this year than they have in the last 2-3 years. It's boring. It's boring. Nobody watching that. So that's how they benefit. Will, now, not saying that they're not going to talk about his wife, but they see a whole other different side of him. And it kind of gives people a different perspective on who he is based off of his book and everything. In his book, he illustrated how much he felt like a coward for not standing up for his mom whenever she was getting beat by his dad and all that other type of stuff. But anyway, I can see how
Did
it
you mention
benefits.
August?
Huh?
Did you mention August?
No, but I feel like they had an open
Mhm.
relationship.
Mhm.
But Jada's the only one that chose to make it public. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure Will has slept around before, because she even kind of hints to that when they do the red table talk of, hey, well, you know, you did some stuff too, and they just kind of laughed it off.
Mhm.
Will has always been a private one, but Jada likes the attention because she's not getting any other attention because she's not being booked
Mhm.
for any movies.
Mhm.
But
I see.
yeah, that's just my whole take of it. So I do feel like Chris was in on it.
Mhm.
And to be honest, that slap still to me doesn't seem like, yeah, he may have slapped him, but I don't really feel like that was a real slap like that.
That's because it wasn't your face.
I'm telling you.
That's why you feel like it wasn't a real slap.
No.
Listen, anytime.
Because, like, okay, Chris never once even touched his face, or the way he slapped him, it should have been a more dramatic reaction from Chris. I felt like.
You didn't see him go back?
These folks are actors.
No, Will Smith is acting.
No, Chris is an actor too.
Chris Rock is Pookie from
Chris is an actor.
Come on, dog.
Chris is an actor.
What movie Chris Rock been in? Give me one. Hurry up. We're doing the countdown.
No.
Give me one.
He just had
Hurry
that
up.
scary movie that
You ain't named that yet.
he just put out.
Give
I don't
me
know the
one.
title of it.
You can't even remember? So give me a Will Smith movie.
I don't know.
See, you just did that.
I don't know.
You did that just to throw the point off.
No.
Don't nobody remember Chris Rock acting.
No, but I did see the movie because it was a spinoff of the Saw movie.
But so what was the movie?
I don't know.
You say he's an actor.
He is an actor.
Okay, then any actor I think is an actor, I can name a movie from him.
Okay, name a Chris Rock movie.
He ain't no actor. That's my whole point.
To you, he's not an actor. But to me, I've seen him acting stuff.
Okay. What? You see my point I'm making?
Okay, should I pull it up?
No, don't pull it up. Just
Okay,
tell me. He's an actor.
I don't know. You already know that I don't be remembering stuff. You already know I don't remember.
Give me a Will Smith movie.
Independence Day.
Give me that.
Enemy of the State. I love that movie.
Okay. One more.
Jumanji.
Give me 3 movies.
He wasn't in Jumanji.
I know you trying to be. Give me 3 movies. Chris Rock been in.
What's the movie with Pookie?
I don't know. You gotta tell me.
I don't remember his but he's just because I can't remember a movie doesn't mean that he's not an actor. Exactly. So anyway,
Come on, dog.
it seemed scripted.
It seems scripted.
It seemed scripted.
Like they did. Do you know when them slaps and shit and things on movies? They have takes where they make the camera look like they hit them harder than what they were. Did you see any takes of that? No. They didn't have a one take.
You can't do multiple takes when the show is live.
That's right. So that was a real hit.
That may have been a real hit,
but
I don't think that there was a full-on slap as if, like everybody thinks that it is.
you don't think it was full. Do you think that was a full-on slap like everybody think it is? It was like a real.
It was a slap that was thrown up in the front door.
Yeah, but I mean,
it was a hard. To me, it was a hard hit.
damn right it was because everybody heard it.
Hey,
That's why everybody went, woo!
I'm just arguing both sides.
Yeah, but okay. So let's talk punishment.
Where's the case of cigars? Oh, the one on the side.
I got it. So let's talk. Let's just agree to disagree on the
On the punishment side of it.
and let's go to the punishment side.
Okay.
So you got LAPD there.
Okay.
Hey, we can go get him if you want. He did hit you.
Yeah.
Would you like to press charges, sir? So obviously, if LAPD had gotten themselves involved, obviously, it was a legal matter. It was a legal matter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris Rock decides not to press charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
So LAPD is there doing that, but they still they supposedly told him to leave. He said no. Huh?
Pootie Tang.
Chris Rock was not in Pootie Tang.
He wasn't Pootie Tang.
He was.
He was in Pootie Tang. He was a radio host. He was in Pootie Tang. Yeah, I promise you. I love Pootie Tang.
You come back 30 minutes later.
Yeah, because I had to think about it.
Have you ever heard of Pootie Tang?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Never heard of Pootie Tang. I know Pootie Tang.
She's 21.
Okay.
Let me see this cigar cut. Let me see this cigar cut.
Don't worry, because your view is coming in. We just gotta have our balance.
Yeah,
for a second,
yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
But
cut this one. I can't reach the thing.
You can't reach the.
I can't reach the tray. Over there. You
I was like,
you slopping it.
I was like,
You okay?
what can't you bring it that I can read?
Might be your mouth, man. Jesus Christ. We're going to edit that out.
I can't reach
the clothes.
What the fuck? Alright, so LAPD thought it was real. LAPD thought it was a real slap. The academy supposedly told him to leave. He said no. Right? Then somebody all of a sudden, well, stay.
Will Packer said.
Will Packer said, okay. Also, later on, they go on to give him the Oscar. After he was talking to somebody. Now, I do think it was staged. I just don't think Chris Rock was involved in it. That's all. Because you can look at the way what Chris Rock thought he was going to come on stage and try to take the mic from him and do what Will Smith do. All right, you got me on to take the mic, and obviously he was wrong. Nobody would have ever thought that he was going to hit that man. And I'm going to tell you something. Honestly, and I know people are like, oh, get off that black power stuff, but it hurt me to see two black men get up there and do it. And Will Smith's supposed to be the Messiah now. He's supposed to be the one that's giving all this spiritual advice every day and live your life like this. And I'm trying to ascend to a higher power and all that. And then he's the one. The what? The Willie Lava.
Willie Lava.
This is the William.
Willie Lava, man.
But and then just think of this. What if he had a retaliation? When you had two black men up there rolling around on the stage like this is Dave Chappelle skit, on Oscars where everybody, you know what? That was so, it was broadcast around the world live.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't one of these shows that, we catch it later. It was live around the world. So no matter if Chris Rock didn't retaliate or not, it still was two black men up there. It just could have been worse if Chris Rock had acted as ignorant as he did. So I'm still waiting to see Pootie Tang.
Well, you know what? I forgot about grown-ups. I love grown-ups.
You forgot about a lot because he ain't an actor.
He is an actor.
Okay.
If you've acted in multiple movies, you're an actor. I don't know
really?
what. I don't know what justifies.
If you've acted in multiple movies,
yeah,
you're an actor.
Or even if you acted in one movie, you consider it an actor.
Kim Kardashian was an actor.
And she acted in multiple movies.
Plenty.
Okay, well she's an actor.
Or
actress.
Excuse me. Listen, political. Right. Oh, so she's an actress, huh? Okay. Chris Rock is a comedian.
But I'm just saying.
I still ain't seen Pootie Tang yet.
So generalized, he's a comedian, but he's also an actor. You can have multiple credits. You can have multiple things that you do. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, most actors I know, I can name the movie they've been in.
How many actors do you know? I don't know Chris Rock.
You don't know Chris Rock?
I know of Chris Rock, but I don't know
Okay.
him.
No. I mean, give
What?
me somebody else you think that's an actor.
Adam Sandler.
Okay. He's been in.
But he's also a comedian.
You see that?
Well,
You see that?
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy
I just said actor.
is a comedian.
Okay.
But he's also an actor. Martin Lawrence is also a comedian, but he's an actor.
I said all of them are actors.
Is a comedian. He's also an
Dave
actor.
Chappelle ain't no actor. What movie you have seen Dave Chappelle in?
Have they?
And he says that's the worst movie ever
But
produced
he
in history.
He still acted. He was in.
No, he was just on screen talking. That's not an actor when you can't act. That's why Jada makes everybody make fun of Jada. She's not an actor. She's just been in some movies.
No, she's not an actor. She's an actress. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you today. Tonight. Tomorrow.
You definitely trying to find a booty tag, ain't you?
No, I'm just scrolling through his stuff.
But I hope you find it. I really do.
Booty tank. Bam. Right there.
Okay. You know what? I didn't know
Because
that.
he was a radio host, and when he played Pootie Tang's song, it was new song about Pootie Tang called
Pootie Tang is so. How you know Pootie Tang? You can barely remember stuff 5 minutes ago, but you know Pootie Tang.
because Pootie Tang was funny.
Okay.
It was like the Napoleon Dynamite for black people.
Okay. See, I've never seen Napoleon Dynamite.
I like
I know it ain't funny if you say.
I like that fun.
Okay.
Dude, look at all these movies, man.
What when I was asking you?
Movies. Madagascar. Look at all this. He's an actor. CB4.
But when I was
I
asking,
know you remember CB4 because you was way before all of us. You remember CB4? Come on, man. No. Head of State. Head of State. He was actually the main actor in Head of State.
Okay.
And Bernie Mac was in it. And Bernie Mac is also a comedian.
See, before you started looking up all the movies that he was in, you couldn't name one because he's not an actor.
Because I don't.
He's not an actor.
You know that I don't be remembering stuff.
But you
playing on my disability.
Pootie Tang.
You playing on my disability.
Pootie Tang was made in the 70s, but
Are you? Long as y'all remember with Adam Sandler. Come on, man. Long as y'all with Adam Sandler.
I didn't say he wasn't in no movies. I never said he wasn't in any movies.
You
I
said
he's not an actor.
He's an actor.
I said
he has multiple credits as being an actor. Man, I'm tired of this. Look, this is the last episode of Going to Glass Show ever. I can't take it. Blood pressure. I ain't take my anxiety medicine.
All I'm asking you is, they're actors. They're real actors.
Yeah.
And there are people who are just in movies. Chris Rock was just in movies. We know Chris Rock as a comedian. We know Martin Lawrence as a comedian that just happened to be in Bad Boys. And on Martin. Give me Bad Boys and Martin. What else? Give me one more Martin Lawrence movie.
Big Mama's House was a whole thing.
Okay, yeah. Well, that whole men in dresses, I tend to try to forget that first. Yeah. Him and Tyler Perry, yeah, I try to forget them.
It's a whole list of people who are comedians.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Kevin Hart. He's a comedian, but he's also an actor.
Name one movie.
What, by Kevin Hart?
See, anytime somebody says, name one, what, by Kevin Hart? Now, who?
No, I'm trying to figure out who you're talking about. I named multiple people.
Okay, Kevin Hart.
Okay, Kevin Hart. He was in.
Look how big his eyes are.
No, the Paper Soldiers. Paper Soldiers.
Who?
Paper Soldiers.
Soul Plane.
Soul Plane. He was also
actually.
he did a cameo
Yeah.
in 40-Year-Old Virgin. He did Ride Along with Ice Cube.
I just had a movie out with the old disabled man. Remember the old disabled man that was rich?
You can't even remember, can you?
It was good though. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, and he just had that series with Wesley Snipes.
What was the series called?
I can't remember.
And he got a documentary out.
What's it
Laugh
called?
at my pain.
Okay,
documentary.
that's more comedic, right?
But it's a it follows him around in a day of a life.
Right.
You're not proving your point.
My point is, actors, you remember their movies because they are actors. People who are just on,
Just because they have multiple accolades don't mean that they're not. Because you are a father and an accountant. Okay, so there's two different things that you are. Right?
I ain't in the public eye. I don't know about you with that. What I'm saying
It
is,
doesn't matter if you're in the public eye. You can have multiple things. And you can be listed as this is what you do, and also I do this, and that.
I see where you're trying to go, but my point is, actors you can remember almost everything Denzel has been in, right?
No, I can't.
See, you just saying that.
No. I really can't. John Q is my favorite movie. John Q, Training Day. That's the only thing that I can really think of right now.
Okay. So you just doing that to make your point.
I promise you.
But, I
I promise you.
All right. You know what? You know what? We're gonna agree to disagree on that. But we both know Chris Rock is not an actor. He just been in some pictures. But go ahead. Now let's talk about Punisher. So.
Hold on. Let me screen share to the people. This is his IMDb. This is Chris Rock's IMDb. And it shows that he's a producer, actor, and writer.
I thought he was from New York. It said, he was born in South Carolina, but he probably grew up in New York. Okay, Brooklyn, New York, yeah. Raised in Brooklyn. But
and it don't even say nothing about him being a comedian.
They don't.
So, we're back to your point.
My point is,
Chris
Rock been on. Chris Rock been in a lot of movies, but he's not an actor.
It just said he's an actor. Just because you don't consider him an actor doesn't mean that his accolades doesn't show him as being an actor.
Okay. Technically, he's an actor because he's been on in some things.
Now we're going to take. Okay.
See, I can make this point out there, but we're gonna go back to the main. We're gonna go back to the slap.
February 7th, 1965.
Yeah, he knows as hell.
Yeah.
You couldn't be no man like that.
Y'all almost the same age. Because yours is what? 1954. Born in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, me and Dr. King used to eat breakfast together. All right, so we got off track. Now let's go back to Will Smith and the slap.
All right, go ahead.
So LAPD was there.
Yeah.
Supposedly somebody told him to leave. Supposedly somebody told him after that to stay, and they still give him the Oscar. And we don't think this was orchestrated at all. Or we think it's orchestrated. You just think Chris Rock was in on it, and I don't. Oh, I know what you were trying to. I knew what you were trying when you brought it up.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Hey, listen.
Keep talking. Keep talking, Freddie.
Okay. Hey, listen.
It's your granddaddy. It's your granddaddy. It's your granddaddy.
I would tell you why he ain't my granddaddy.
Go ahead. We'll keep talking about Chris' slap. Go ahead, Freddie. Stephen.
You know, you can go on the stand up live. Try some of your bits.
The venue ain't big enough.
You don't do small venues.
I don't do. I gotta be the office. I gotta be on the office.
Yeah, somebody needs to stress the hell out of you, right? I agree. I agree.
No, we're good.
All right, man. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So, okay, as a woman, what do you think his punishment should be? Do you have an opinion on what his punishment should be, or should he get punished?
I mean, I don't think.
As in the eyes of the law, not
eyes of the law?
through public trial or all. I mean, trial by what is it?
Try about like public command or something like
Public
that.
opinion. Yeah.
It is.
By law, everybody witnessed the crime.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at it at a legal standpoint, then yeah, charges should be.
I agree.
Oh, that's a fact.
I agree. It is. I agree.
Okay, so it seems to me, I have no proof of this, but it seems to me that women, especially black women, are more inclined to say, I'm glad he stood up for his wife and this and that. Why do you think black women are saying? Do you think that, in your opinion, do you think that black women have not been defended? And when I say not been defended, I mean by black men. Because as for society, of course, most black people have not been defended. Period.
Yeah.
But I mean, as for black men, because honestly, that statement right there, I think it's one of those. It might as well be white supremacist propaganda, because I'm like, every time something like this happens, it seems to me like black men ain't doing enough, and this and that, and I'm like, if you seriously think black men have never defended black women, I just see that's a problem in our society. And I didn't realize it was this big of a problem until this happened. And I mean, I'm just going on social media. It seems to me, maybe I'm just not on the right sites and everything, but it seems to me it's leaning toward black women or side with him, not because of what he did, but for what it represented. Oh, we represent, he's representing all the black man should have been doing, and he defended his wife, and black men usually don't do that. And I'm like, I gotta tell you, I'm perplexed.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I'm perplexed.
Wow.
Hey, sometimes you have to pull them big words out to express exactly what you feel.
I think.
Yeah, you have to pull out them Frederick Douglass words.
I think looking at it from a black woman standpoint, I may lose points with black women, but I feel when it comes to black men defending black women, when I guess like so many black women feel like black men don't defend them,
Mm-hmm.
you're picking the wrong men. Is how I look at it. Because there's a lot of black men go through as much as black women do. We all got it rough.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like just as much as we need that nurturing, the black man needs nurturing too.
Mm.
So, and I just feel like, these women, they let men do them wrong. And I'm like, why are you letting a man, why are you going to sit there and continue to get hurt when the first time he hurt you, you should have been walking through the door? So I feel like black women want to be a part of something so bad. That, I've been hurt too, she's been hurt, let's all get together and let's, that's my take on it, but.
Okay, so, I mean, that's the exact take that I have, other than the fact that,
That's a great point.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And that's my exact take. That's exactly what I've always felt, as if, you pick the men, and it's usually the women that say, black men are no good. I'm like, yeah, but I can go through your whole dating history and see that you picked the same man, so you can validate your point of black men are no good. So you pick a no good black man just to validate your point. But also, the fact that, like, I'm an accountant. Ain't nothing flashy about me. Ain't nothing stylish about me.
Are you something else?
Huh?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like I said.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, you better be glad we got a guest.
Go ahead, Frank.
But as for me, there's nothing flashy about me. There's nothing. Well, it is sexy.
No.
It's
like a snake over there. It's like a snake over there. Go ahead.
I'll give that. There's nothing flashy. There's nothing sexy about me. There's nothing really
What's Freddie?
you might want to read about Freddie Day before you keep.
I think you look like him. I think you act like him. I think you look like him. That's your granddaddy. That's his granddaddy.
Whatever, man. But
Granddaddy.
my thing about it is, it's like
Granddaddy Freddie.
the black woman wants the show horse, the big buck, the sexy guy, the one she can show off. And usually those guys spend more time being sexy and cool and charismatic and all that instead of putting time and work into doing something to benefit them or the family. So, because it's hard work. I'm gonna tell you honestly, it's hard work to be the cool guy, the one that the party starter and all that. You can't go to work and do a 9 to 5 or anything and still get off and want to be this guy that black women or women in general just, oh, he's just the perfect man. Because perfect man usually means 6'5", all muscles, charismatic, know just what to say. And most black dudes like me. And look, I can provide you this and that. When I get off work, I'm too grumpy to sit here and tell you what you need to hear and everything. And that's boring. And I get that. So of course, the guys they pick, yeah, they're fun and all, but they ain't worth a damn. But that's what I feel like why black women keep saying, oh, black men are no good and they don't. I'm like, yeah, because the ones that y'all want are no good. You know, they pick the same. And one dead giveaway is that I don't know why black women won't stop this, because they have the capability. The ones they won't usually have the jeans sagging. The jeans sagging, just the look, the thug. And I'm like, yeah, well,
the bad boy.
The bad boy thing, I'm like, yeah, that's a character. They can't break character to be the loving husband or the loving boy. No, they can't break that character if y'all want the thug. If they ever broke character and became the loving husband or the loving boyfriend, you don't want them anymore.
Okay, so not to interrupt you, but
yeah,
going off of the character thing, do you feel like this whole time Will has been playing?
I absolutely do.
Because I remember you mentioned earlier about
Black and Bill was right.
Well, no, when he did this, this was really who he was or who he is versus what we've seen him be these past 30-some years.
Absolutely, and if you notice, Black and Bill was the one that stood up to him. The rest of the cast didn't really. Shauna,
I love Black and Bill.
That's right, but see, that lady was strong. The rest of the cast didn't really support her, but they didn't oust her either. They're like, well, you know, Will show and this and that and that and that. But Black and Bill, you see how she was like, Will Smith is this, and didn't nobody want to hear that time.
Is that a characteristic of when keeping it real goes wrong?
What? Which one? Talking about
with what she did.
It is, but sometimes you just gotta be you. Sometimes you just gotta be you. This lady said, listen, man, I got 30 years in the business. I'm just saying, I got 30 years in the business. I know how to do this. I know this is your show and everything, but this is how things should be done. Now, the show worked because the show worked.
Yeah.
But she knew how the show was supposed to go, as opposed to this kid coming in. The show just happened to work because we were starving for anything.
Well, I felt like the show worked, and a lot of it was based off of her.
That's exactly
because
Uncle
the regular the Aunt Viv after her.
You don't even remember her name.
You wouldn't have gotten what you got from the dark skinned Aunt Viv up front. You know what I'm saying? If the light skinned Aunt Viv had came on up front,
that show wouldn't have worked.
You know what I'm saying?
The show would have never worked, and that's my whole thing. She said that. She was listen.
I love the strength that she had.
He didn't love strength, though. He didn't want strength. He never wanted strength around him. Even Uncle Phil, he played a strong uncle in that. But honestly, they all caved to Will Smith as a cast because they noticed everybody wanted Black Ant Bill back.
I'm laughing
You know,
because of that moment that they had where, you know, why you don't want me, man? But somebody said that Will Smith had that same face on that night of why he don't want me, man.
Now that you
at
think
the
about
award
it,
show.
now that it was, that
they
wasn't
said,
acting.
they said that critics should have said, you think I wanted this? It just happened.
What's that, Flip Wilson? No, that was Ben Marine, wasn't it?
I don't know what the dude saying.
It was Ben Marine, I think.
You think I wanted this? It just happened. Yeah. Funny joke. They've been killing him, man.
No,
They've been
these
killing him.
memes, you might as
They've
well.
been killing him.
This a meme that's gonna be like a
It said Will Smith left Fresh Prince or Chris Rock's face.
Damn.
Yeah. They said, man, this story is slapping. This story slaps.
If you look at that beginning of Fresh Prince, I got in one little fight.
Yeah.
And now everybody.
Yeah. They said that they sent the invitation to Will Smith, but Mike Larry showed up. Mike Larry showed up.
But honestly,
somebody also argued that. Okay, so being an actor, you have to really embody that character, and it's like you have to really put that person's skin on and become who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And being the fact that Richard Williams was that type of protector for his family, that he kind of gained that. Look, I think
here you go with this.
I'm just saying what they said. I'm not saying that I agree with it, but I like to argue both
Were
sides.
they on set?
No.
That movie had wrapped
But it was on
a year ago.
It was on
Is he
somebody's
still wearing Richard Williams' skin?
Yeah. Because even in his acceptance speech, he referenced Richard Williams first.
Yeah, I already wrote that speech. It was fuck King Richard. What do you think he was gonna say?
I don't know.
But my thing about it is, even when you saying that, it's like everybody wants an excuse for Will Smith for the inexcusable.
I'm not giving him any, you know.
I'm
just kind of arguing both sides, throwing different points out there. And one thing in Will's book that I took from it was he was like, he said, remember, I'm an actor. He said, and I'm a damn good one.
Yeah, because he done fooled everybody that he was a nice guy for 30-some years.
He said, I can make you believe anything that I want you to.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I will.
Mm-hmm. And he slipped.
And he will. But that's what kind of, I'm like, okay, so is this still a part of the act?
What's still a part of that?
All of this is just happening.
Man, he slipped up and slipped out of character. Everybody loves Will, and he slipped up.
I don't know.
When that alien put her Jedi mind control on his ass and directed him to go.
I do think she would.
She is. She is. Look at them kids. Weird ass kids. You know, so my thing about it is, I don't care, come slap me. See if you get away with it. But my whole thing about it is that it seems like once she got mad, she looked over there at Will, and all of a sudden, this dude's whole demeanor changed. I'm like, shh.
Look, okay. And there's a whole, like,
from behind the scene afterwards.
YouTube page, but I want to play this video real quick because it is hilarious.
Oh, Chris Rock behind, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen this before, but shout out to RDC World. Play this.
That wasn't that hard, bro. Yeah, see, it wasn't that bad. It's all okay. Don't lie, bro. You slapped the shit out of him, bro. You thought he slapped the shit out of me? He did, bro. Your head, bro. He said he slapped the shit out of you. I'm gonna keep it said that. Man, hell no, man.
Is that coming up?
hold on. Let me put this in context for Steve. Okay, so these are some YouTubers.
Yeah, I've seen him before, like with LeBron and everything.
Right. So he's playing as Chris Rock.
Right.
I want to start it over.
I've seen him before.
Nah, that wasn't that hard, bro. Yeah, man, what's that? It's on okay. Don't lie, bro. You cut the shit out of him, bro. You thought you cut the shit out of me? He did, bro. Your head, bro. He said, cut the shit out of you. I don't know if you did. He said that. Man, hell no, man. Come on. Hey, finish my shit. Bro,
no grill.
Your family was at that place. I know, that's what I'm saying. My kids don't know. My kids not gonna disrespect me now. You're not gonna get no more serious roles in your movies. Hey, stop playing. Go get Will right now. Go get Will, man. Oh, that's on the Oscars. That's up. Will! Will! No, let's where you at? Which way? Will!
He don't really want to find me.
Yeah, I know that it really had nothing to do with the segment, but I just want to play that. It's funny. But
See, and that's the thing. People keep all these memes. It's gonna make Chris Rock retaliate. Now, it was all right if people just leave it alone, but nobody wants to leave that alone. Nobody wants to leave. It's funny at first because
I mean, but it's the internet.
Like I know that's what makes people retaliate.
I mean, they gonna press it. But see, I don't feel like Chris is gonna retaliate.
Somebody's gonna
in
retaliate.
that way. He gonna retaliate in one of his specials, in one of his shows.
That ain't gonna be good enough. That ain't gonna be
But
good
it'll be good
enough.
enough for who though?
For black folks. It ain't gonna be good enough. This man ain't gonna never live this down until he gets his revenge. I'm telling you.
Should I do things for other people?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this.
Just like that man says, kids don't be disrespectful. You ain't do that when Will slapped you. Oh no, he gonna have to do something. He gonna have to do something. He gonna have to do something because people won't leave him alone.
Well, we gonna see.
I mean, taking the L is one thing, but taking the L on live TV for the world to see, dog, Will Smith, break line gonna get cut. Something's gonna happen. I'm telling you, that man ain't gonna take that, man. He's not.
All right, well, stay tuned for the upcoming podcast of Going to Glass where we talk about Chris's retaliation.
But this is something else out there. I was arguing with somebody online about this.
Online.
Yeah. What the hell? What's wrong with
No, I was.
Oh, you didn't think I knew how to go online?
No.
That's what he said.
I don't think you arguing online with somebody.
That's all I do, dog. I just the reason you don't see me online much is because every time I say something on Facebook, they suspend me for 30 days.
Well, see, that's why I'm like, it was kind of thrown off to me because you don't be online like that.
Because I can't stay online. Because they 30 days, and then I have to wait 30 days, and now they sitting there looking.
Right.
Anything I say, the wrongest little thing, I'm like, man, there's nobody else. Yeah, but
you the person that keep on getting locked
I'm
up,
the one that,
and they go right back to jail.
Because after you did about 5 times,
you send black people back, but you keep on going back to jail. Why won't they let you free?
Now I do right. Now I see why I need to go back to jail. I'm like, oh well, you should be doing it for black people. You send black people back. No, I understand why.
What are you?
I understand
an
why.
Inmate or an accountant?
I understand why people go to jail and go. I get out of jail and go right back now.
Or inmate.
I can't change.
Both of them, right?
I can't change.
You both of them, right?
Exactly.
Shout out to Chris Rock for being a comedian and an actor.
No.
I brought it back.
Shout out. I knew what you were trying to do. Shout out for Chris Rock being a comedian and being in some films, in some movies.
It's some film.
But look, what point was I making? What was I just saying?
Exactly. You can't remember stuff.
What is off your lip.
What you mean? Oh, you playing? Oh, you playing? Let me edit it out. You playing? You
No, they
playing?
gotta get it.
You playing? I'm gonna keep it in. I'm gonna keep it in.
But
Just like I'm gonna keep when you spit that whole
I know what.
all over
Hey,
the
look,
chest.
man. Every time you gotta take a L. I was about to make a help. Oh, here's my point. And don't say nothing. Let me get it out.
I can't believe you did me like that.
I know, man. I mean, it was disgusting looking. You know.
You could know me. I had some cigar on my lip.
Hey, man, listen, I did.
No.
I did.
I ain't gonna slap on camera.
I know. Wait till go. We don't go live, dog. We can work it out if we don't do it live. Well, here's my point. All right. So, let's just say Will Smith's career goes south now.
Okay.
Let's just say, you know, he becomes Wesley Snipes. You know, he can get the few roles here and there,
Yeah.
but he ain't never gonna be.
And it would be Will again.
Right, just like Wesley Snipes never be Blade again.
Yeah, right.
You know, he'll never be that. Let's just say that. I guarantee you this. Mark my words. Jada's gonna be the first to file for divorce and be on every talk show, Oprah, all the ones, you know, all the ones that the women go on to bash the man after they want to accept their crime. You should be the first to go on the talk show saying he was wrong for doing it, and I don't agree that he did it, and I don't agree with it, and I had to leave him because after that he became abusive, and it just I was scared of it. Mark my word. Mark my word. If this man's career goes down, she's gonna be the first to be out. I said it. What is that y'all say? I said what I said.
You agree?
Ain't what y'all say.
I disagree. Jada and Will, they've been together for a long time, so I feel like she ain't left him yet.
She ain't with him.
Well, they got the open relationship. Will just not as public as Jada is.
They have an understanding.
Yeah, but she.
Yeah, but she
publicized
understands
it.
more than he do. That's what my problem is. And let's just say that people speculate they had an open relationship for the longest time. And even with August Alsina, if she had never confirmed that, people would just say, August lied, or, well, it could have happened.
Yeah.
But she just had, and then kept trying to help this young man afterwards. After the fact, she kept trying to help him. And I'm like, well, if you don't see you need to leave her now, you know, if you don't see, he ain't never gonna see it. But my whole point about it is that that's the same type of woman after his usefulness is over, because she ain't making no money. Well, I don't care about Jada money coming in the house, you know. But once she outlives his usefulness, she's gonna get what she can from him and be out. Watch. I can see it all brewing now. Well, after that period, he changed. I became afraid of him. You know,
So she's gonna play the victim.
Yeah, she is. I wasn't able to bend water like I used to. Who was the bald headed little cartoon character? Is it?
Are you talking about Avatar?
Avatar. I wasn't able to bend
She
water
did it like Aang.
You damn right you
Aang
do.
like Aang.
I wasn't able to summon whatever the hell. I wasn't able
That's
to
a
use
great
my
show.
power. And that's what I'm saying. Mark my word. I give it 5 years. If his career, if he never gets another serious movie or something like that,
If she put out a show like Avatar the Airbender,
yeah,
I have to watch it.
yeah.
Avatar is a great show.
Right here looking like
The arrow on the head.
what's the one the ancient one? Yeah, the ancient one. She was the one that in Marvel, you remember the Incredible Hulk had to get the stone from her.
Oh,
She was
you
the
talking about
ancient one.
The one who was working with the Dark Force for her to have all those. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, looking like the ancient one.
And what's the guy? Doctor Strange.
Right,
Yeah,
right. The
yeah,
one
yeah.
that, right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
She was around here looking like, I'm like, she got some powers.
Like I said before, she's like a doorknob.
Oh, okay. Shit, I believe I done got a contact off of you. was a hat on. I thought somebody was coming around the corner. Oh shit! But mark my word. If his career fails because of this, she's gonna be the first. Listen, you heard it here first. Breaking news. You know, it's gonna be just like they're gonna be like, you seen that whining video where all of them beat Chris Rock up? Well, I said it. After that, I said it's like the whining predicted it and everything. You know, because that's Chris Rock thing. Chris Rock rarely writes his material. He just go out there just like this and pick the lowest hanging fruit. If you got on something ugly or something, he's gonna talk about you. Jada just happened to be the low hanging fruit. You saw what she had on and what she looked like. I would have talked about it. I'm an amateur.
And she did like a praying mantis.
You know, and she did.
Like a little grasshopper.
I was like, ooh, what's that?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know she had on PC. I'm like, I know she don't think that's sexy.
I only saw it after that.
Right. It's like everybody else. Chris Rock didn't know.
I don't care about Jada.
I've never watched the Red Table, but I'm just saying, the same as Chris Rock. Chris Rock ain't watched no Red Table. He didn't know her struggles with no alopecia. All that he saw was a little Ewok sitting over there, and I was like, shit, I talk about it.
A little what?
Ewok. You know, with her tribal garb on. I don't know what she was wearing.
Oh, it was like a monk?
Yeah. Yeah, sitting out there and fold her legs the right way, she'll start levitating. Damn Gundy Jr. You know, so that's my thing. It's kind of like that man didn't know that lady had a medical condition. Only thing the Academy and Will Smith knew is that they sitting there right in the front of Chris Rock and see him. Jada, or your head up real good, so you can't miss it. That was just an easy joke, man.
For the big range.
You know, I would have went with Wakanda myself. Black Panther 2, can't wait to see it. That would have been me. But it would have been something no longer that. G.I. Jane, I was like, damn, you went back.
I never seen it.
G.I. Jane?
Yeah.
It was all right. You know, it was Demi Moore when she was 5. You know.
So yeah, I didn't even catch the joke. Like I didn't even.
A lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
You have to have a little age on you to catch that G.I. Jane. That's why Will laughed at it. This shit was funny to somebody who knew what he was talking about because you actually have to have seen that VHS, because it was on VHS. You have to seen that VHS cover with her with the bald head tucked around. I was like, shit, that's pretty good. I'm sure you regret saying it now. But at the same time, I'm like, that's what Chris Rock does. You wouldn't slap that man up there while he was on his job. That's like you drilling in the bolts and whatever you do at Toyota, and somebody come slap you because you said, hey man, you gave me the wrong bolt. That's it. He was still doing his job.
I don't want to miss my job.
Oh, when I say
yeah, you said Toyota.
Suzuki.
Yeah.
My bad. Nagasaki Enterprises.
You can't get this. But nah, I mean,
it's gonna electric yourself when they switch to electric car.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. This shit goes down anyway. Yeah.
We don't want another one.
It's an interesting point. I don't really have either side. I see both sides. It is what it is.
I don't think black people want to pick a side.
It happened.
I think black people don't want to pick a side because that's two greats.
Yeah.
That's like Tyler Perry and Denzel up there.
But
getting ready to throw blows. Nobody want to pick those sides.
If I wanted to pick a side, it would be, based on the person who has had more impact on my life, it would be Will. But I don't approve of what he did. So
why would you pick and why would you lean toward him when you see somebody that does something that's obviously wrong?
Yeah, I said if I were to pick a side based on somebody that I admire more than Chris Rock. I don't really care for Chris Rock like that. But I can't admit that what Will did to Chris Rock, it wasn't right. So
Right.
So I'm not picking a side.
Well, see, if Will Smith and Chris Rock had just gotten in a fight over a joke he made about his wife, and TMZ reported it, okay, well, Will should have whooped his ass and everything. You have to know your surroundings. You cannot. See, that's what makes me not. I'm not a Will Smith fan anymore. Not because of what he did so much, the environment in which he did it. You can't have two black greats going up there on live TV broadcast around the world at the same time, and everybody saw it at the same time. Regardless of what black people think, oh, well, that doesn't affect me. That's just we happen to be two black people. No, stuff like that affects the whole entire race. It does. Regardless if we don't want it to, it shouldn't. But it does. That affected the whole race. No matter what, damn, y'all, even y'all great ones can't go nowhere. We can't take none of y'all nowhere now.
Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, I agree.
I mean,
I agree with it.
you know people judge, and it's false to judge us like that.
Yeah.
But we're also the people that call each other, hey, bro, hey, sis. That's all they know. That from the outside looking in, and when we greet each other, men greet each other, the first thing we do is dap each other up, give us a hug, that thing. They're like, well, these motherfuckers, they all know each other. Damn. Look at them. Because that's why they think we all know each other. That's why they think, they so tribal, they stick together with each other. Well, nigga, this is a protection thing. This ain't no we all know each other. That's why somebody in Alabama can dap somebody up the same way as somebody in California. How do you know that? Nigga, I'm not a tutorial. I don't know how we know it. We've had to protect each other so much that maybe somebody in Alabama knows the same thing in California just because y'all motherfuckers always attack us. The whole world attacks us. So we're so happy to see each other. I guess subliminally, we know, hey man, I'm so happy to see you. Whatever you do, I'm going to do it too. I'm going to give you, you remember when we used to shake hands like that and do the snap? Well, sorry. But anyway, it's just when we do handshakes and stuff like that to the rest of the world, when we call each other brothers and sisters, they're like, damn, they all know each other. They got to. They give each other the same handshake. And no matter where they're at, I remember when I was in Turkey. I don't know if I tell you this story.
No.
In Turkey, got off the ship, went to Turkey, it was black people there, and you would have thought we grew up together. U.S. Naval ship.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you would have thought when they saw us and we saw them,
Thank you for your service.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that shit. Thank me every first of the month. Thank you.
Well, actually, it is. Well, it's the second of the month. So I'm late. So I have belated.
Don't do that, Scott. No, I ain't talking about first of the month. Let me stop talking.
So I think this is a good place.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that for the argument, a lot of black people say, well, that if you think this defines all black people, anybody who's thinking this defines all black people are wrong. I'm like, maybe it's wrong to do that, but this does define all black people. That's why they're so happy to see it happen. This ain't never gonna die. It ain't never gonna die. This is another Tupac and Biggie. See what happens? Should have never gave them money.
So
you should have never gave them money.
So on that note, we're gonna wrap it up for the Will Smith and Chris Rock debacle.
You think you funny with leaving president? It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. Free no more. But we appreciate you coming on as being our first guest. I don't know if you want to promote any other stuff, or would you leave it in the description for people to follow you on social media? Yeah.
I'm assuming you're vegan?
Used to be.
Used to be vegan.
Used to be.
Okay. Used to be vegan. Okay. All right.
There's a lot of great things coming from Samantha when it comes to the fitness tip. You know, she has her own stuff on IG, posting meal stuff and workout plans, and she's definitely come a long way.
What's your idea, Ken?
Her addiction fitness.
Okay. Any other sites?
That's it for right now.
Her addiction. Her addiction.
Addiction.
Addiction. Hey, listen, man. Listen. If you don't want to say it, don't get mad for me trying to say it for you.
We'll leave it. We'll leave all of her stuff in the description below. And be sure to follow her. Show her some love.
I actually first heard New Edition, but I know that's wrong.
Her addiction.
Okay, all right.
Her.
I'm putting Frederick Douglass. As always, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching, subscribing, commenting. You know, continue to do that. You know, we're trying to grow the channel and the community. And it's been a great bonus episode. We talked about a lot.
What's your inspirational?
I ain't got one for today. This is kind of.
Give me something from Will Smith's book, since he had a great impact on your life.
Oh. So from Will Smith's book,
Mm.
to lead to the viewers or the listeners, focus on that one brick at a time. Don't focus on the wall that you're trying to build because it may seem unachievable. Just focus on laying that one brick, and soon that wall will develop, and you'll realize that all your goals have been accomplished by you focusing on just doing that one thing at a time, and you'll achieve whatever that you want. Laying that one brick every day, waking up, laying that one brick. Steve, don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else.
Glad he
We
ain't
can put it up.
Chris,
All right.
So,
So I've been Anthony Moore. This is Samantha, and that is Frederick Douglass, and we out.